Imagine this. A helicopter lands on a bank rooftop in the middle of a city while the police are too distracted by bomb threats to respond. Sounds like a movie, right? It's not. This is the true story of the historical event, Västberga Heist. Västberga Heist D-off. But here's the crazy part. They were in and out in under 20 minutes and vanished into thin air with millions. How did they plan it? Why couldn't anyone stop them? And where did all that money go? Stick with me till the end, because this story only gets wilder. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You don't want to miss what's coming next. The sky fell on Stockholm. The story of the Västberga heist. Before dawn on September 23, 2009, the city of Stockholm was still half asleep. Quiet streets, dim lights, the hum of early commuters just beginning to stir. Nothing about the morning hinted that it would become the stage for one of the most audacious in modern history, the Västberga heist. At exactly 5:15 a.m., the calm was shattered. A helicopter, black, unmarked, and moving with purpose, cut through the pale Scandinavian sky. It wasn't a police craft. It wasn't news. It was something far more dangerous. It hovered, then descended onto the rooftop of a high-security cash depot in the Västberga district. Inside that building sat millions of kroner in cash, and the thieves had arrived from the sky. A plan years in the making. This wasn't desperation, it was precision. The crew had studied everything: security routines, police response times, even the layout of the building's rooftop access points. They knew exactly when the least resistance would occur. And more importantly, they knew how to delay anyone who might try to stop them. Moments before the helicopter landed, something even more chilling unfolded across the city. Explosive devices, later determined to be fake but convincingly real, were placed at multiple police stations. The message was clear: respond to this robbery and risk catastrophe elsewhere. The police hesitated. That hesitation was all the robbers needed. The descent. 4 masked figures jumped from the helicopter onto the rooftop. They moved like a practiced unit, fast, controlled, silent, except for the thunder of rotor blades above them. Using tools and explosives, they breached the building from the top, bypassing traditional entry points entirely. Inside, security personnel were caught off guard. There was no time to mount a meaningful defense. The robbers didn't panic. They didn't rush blindly. They followed a plan, one rehearsed down to the second. Cash, bundled, stacked, waiting, was loaded into bags. Millions. A city held at bay. As alarms rang and confusion spread, police units scrambled. But the bomb threats changed everything. Standard response protocols collapsed under uncertainty. Was this robbery the main event, or a distraction for something worse? By the time authorities began to fully mobilize, it was already too late. Above the depot, the helicopter remained, engine running, blades slicing the air, ready for departure. The escape? In less than 20 minutes, it was over. The robbers returned to the roof, hauling bags filled with cash. They climbed aboard the helicopter, and just like that, they lifted off, disappearing into the morning sky. No car chase, no roadblocks, no immediate arrests. Just silence, and the echo of something almost unbelievable. Aftermath. A crime that changed everything. The heist stunned not just Sweden, but the world. A helicopter robbery? In a country known for its order and security? It felt like something out of a Hollywood script, but it was real. Investigations followed, and over time, several suspects were identified and arrested. Authorities eventually recovered some of the money, but much of it was never found. What lingered wasn't just the loss. It was the audacity, the planning, the coordination, the sheer boldness of attacking from the sky. Legacy of the impossible. The Västberga heist redefined what a modern robbery could look like. It wasn't just about force, it was about strategy, psychology, and timing. It exposed vulnerabilities in even the most secure systems and forced law enforcement worldwide to rethink how they respond to coordinated, multi-layered threats. But more than anything, it left behind a story that still feels unreal. A helicopter, a city frozen in hesitation, and millions in cash vanishing into the morning sky. Some crimes are shocking, others are unforgettable. This one became legend.